All right, we are checking out a drone video for Tract 23 at the Tracts at White River. I could just see the red truck. Oh, we could a second ago. But down there is the road, access road to the property, the easement road. And this particular tract actually has access throughout quite a bit of it because of the easement road system. So you've got the easement road crossing over the northern part, and then it goes lengthwise and somewhat diagonally through the property, follows kind of a long ridge. And I'm not sure where this video begins. There's an intersection of the two roads, and I kind of thought that's where the video would begin, but I'm not sure about that. So hopefully we'll see a little more in a second. It's a heavily wooded property. We'll see that either way. Other than the roads themselves and maybe some natural clearings, it's basically all wooded. Okay, there's the truck. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, that we've started the video at the intersection of the easement road. So we're toward the north side of the property. If you're looking at a map, you can pinpoint right where we are. And we're facing southerly. And you can sort of see the easement road that goes southerly through the property. Or you could a minute ago when we were a little bit higher. So the property itself actually has probably a number of spots that could be suitable for a campsite, or to park your RV, or to build a small cabin perhaps. There's more than enough mature timber on the property to do a log cabin, or to mill the trees into lumber, or do a timber frame home. After the property's been paid for in full, you can cut the timber, do as you please with the timber. Until then, you cannot. Although we do often make written exceptions if someone has a plan for an improvement, like a driveway or a building site. You can get a hold of us for details on that. So flying southerly over the easement road that goes south, you can see many different species of trees out here. We've been seeing mostly hardwood timber on these tracks, which we like. So red oak, white oak, hickory trees, pecan trees, chestnut trees. We've seen some black walnut trees on some of the tracts. Now we're looking northerly. That's the White River. That's about 2 miles off in the distance, so we're zoomed in quite a bit there. You can see a couple of houses by the river. That's not within the tracks at White River. That's 2 or even 3 miles north. And that big cliff you saw, or that bluff I should say, does have a name, but we just can never remember what it is. And there's a large cave within that bluff. That's looking easterly at the neighboring property. I think that's owned by one farmer. That's beautiful though. That's just gorgeous. So the neighbor has a similar topography as these tracts, but he's obviously spent some time cleaning it up and turning it into a mixture of pasture and timber. And now we're flying northerly along the longer of the two easement roads on the property. And you'll basically want to check out a map, a topo map, and the other map to see how this property is situated. Really nice for hunters because those easement roads give you access throughout the majority of the property, more so than most of these tracts. The deer hunting out here and the turkey hunting has just been great. We've seen so many large white-tailed deer and large wild turkeys on the game cams out here. Beautiful property. As we looked north, we could see the river about 2 or 3 miles. If we were to go up a little higher and look west, we'd see the river about a mile to the west. Excuse me. And that's also where the access point is. Closest access point for us to get to the river is that concrete ramp that goes down into the water. Oh, and that's it for the video. That was a little bit of a short one, but yeah, that's Tract 23. Check out the topo map. It's an interesting property, and it could make someone a really nice piece of land.